Start the clock.
This is Valley View News.
Film production continues to decline in Hollywood.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire stole the show at the Oscars. And CSUN's baseball season is underway.
Good evening and welcome to Valley View News. I'm Amanda Montgomery.
And I'm Mazen Hafez.
Film production in Los Angeles continues to decline. The number of production days has been cut nearly in half since 1996. Ashley Atwood has the story.
Film crews used to take over the city streets, but as Hollywood is celebrating its 100th birthday of the city's first movie, the number of productions has hit a record low. With Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood started a trend of moving feature films to Michigan, which is now being referred to as the Hollywood of the Midwest. Film and television crews are traveling to other states as well, where film incentives are being offered at a higher rate than California. The television production of Ugly Betty has moved from LA to New York City in its third season due to tax discounts recently instituted by New York. Other shows being filmed on the East Coast are Gossip Girl and 30 Rock. An actor with the Disney Channel claims his work has declined as well.
When I first moved here, I got a lot of work, but now since they're doing Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie in Puerto Rico, Camp Rocks in Canada, I haven't really been getting that much work, so it's been rough.
Production crews can film a $5 million movie for an actual cost of $3 million in 35 different states that want to create jobs and higher tax revenues. Larger studios, such as CBS and Warner Brothers, continue to film their sitcoms on their lots throughout LA. CSUN is one of the few location sites in which film crews find reasonable rates for daily filming. Many feature films, such as Georgia Rule, show Lindsay Lohan walking through the CSUN campus and Reese Witherspoon running through the halls of Manzanita in Legally Blonde 2.
I didn't know you were so athletic.
As film production in Los Angeles continues to decline, people in the Hollywood industry are looking to Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger in hopes that he enacts larger tax breaks like those in other states, so we can keep Hollywood, California, the heart of filmmaking. In Hollywood, I'm Ashley Atwood for Valley View News.
The board of directors of the Screen Actors Guild has rejected the latest offer from the motion picture and television producers. SAG's rejection could lead to a strike. The producers offered a 3-year contract instead of a 2-year deal sought by SAG. The producers say this was their best and final offer.
A group of economic leaders is forecasting a deepening recession during the first half of the year. The projections come from a survey of 47 economists. They predict the economy will decline 5% during the first quarter of the year and another 1.7% in the second quarter. They say the recession will end sometime in the second half of the year, but they say unemployment will peak to 10% next year, even after the recession ends.
For many freshmen and sophomores at CSUN, deciding on a major is the hardest thing to do, but advisors and professors put on a majors fair to help make that process a little easier. Amanda Montgomery has the details.
Every year at Cal State Northridge, the Advisement Resource Center puts on a majors fair to help freshmen and sophomore students decide on a career path. With CSUN offering over 60 majors, there are many career paths for students to choose from. There are booths throughout the University Student Union with information on all majors and minors. Faculty and advisors are available to speak with about any questions on classes and career opportunities. CSUN offers majors and minors, ranging from accounting to women's studies. The Majors Fair is a place for students to meet advisors and faculty about any majors they are interested in.
The Majors Fair is a perfect opportunity for a one-stop shop kind of for the advisors and the staff and faculty here at Cal State Northridge to meet up with the students.
Current and future freshmen of CSUN showed up for the event.
I have been accepted to CSUN. I needed to know what majors I would be interested in, such as kinesiology or business administration, and know the general ed or the degree plans that I would need to pursue it.
Over 600 students showed up to the event last year, and the Advisement Resource Center expects an even larger turnout this year. Although the Majors Fair is only once a year, students can receive counseling all year round. They can go to Bayramian Hall at the Advising Resource Center and get advisement on majors and classes. At Cal State Northridge, this is Amanda Montgomery for Valley View News. More and more senior citizens are either going back to work or heading to the unemployment line. The unemployment rates of workers older than 65 is at an all-time high at 5.7%. Also, elderly workers make up close to 17% of the workforce. Valley View News reporter Mazen Hafez has an up-close look at the student who is older than the school he attends.
Yeah.
Meet Manu Anisi. He's a great-grandfather, brother, husband, and student. Yes, Manu Anisi is 84, and he is the oldest student at Moore Park Community College. The retired Iranian airport director turned art major says the main reason he's at school is because he wants people to know he's educated.
When I left my country, I left my document, I left my diploma. I left everything that I can show that I have been graduated, for example, because I didn't have anything in my hand. I need something to prove here that at least I was diploma, for example.
Anisi's professor, Julie Hughes, says Manu is the perfect student.
He's great. He's ideal. He shows up to class all the time, opens the door for female students, is so polite, really, really sweet.
Hundreds of senior citizens are going to college in California. That's because of state programs that are helping elderly people get an education. However, with the current economic crisis, that program is in jeopardy. But for now, Anisi is just enjoying being a student and learning more about the world. Anisi is getting all A's and B's with the exception of one hiccup.
And I have also an F, but...
For what? That hiccup was due to a lack of attendance. So what's next for Anisi?
I'd like to transfer to Cal State.
Mazen Hafez, Valley View News.
I don't want to sit just waiting death is coming to take me away.
Many school districts in California are suffering during the economic downturn. Schools and community colleges will be forced to cut $7.4 billion from their budgets this year and $3.2 billion next year. The Los Angeles School District is expected to cut $800 million in spending over the next 18 months. A proposal from the governor to cut the school year by 5 days to save money was eliminated from the final state budget, but will probably be brought up again.
The Obama administration has begun distributing $15 billion to the state to assist with Medicaid payments to the poor. The money is part of a $787 billion economic stimulus program signed into law by President Obama last week. State budgets are taking a huge blow from the recession and are struggling to meet costs in the Medicaid program. Obama emphasized the need for accountability and transparency in how the governors use the stimulus money.